Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. So what a stage for the players to take to here ahead of such an important game. Parma have opted for a 4-5-1 formation, it appears, Jim.
Well, if you want to secure a clean sheet, Peter, this is a very good way of going about it. It adds discipline and lends a stubbornness to that midfield, which can stifle opposition attempts to play through, and it takes a lot of pressure off your defence, of course, forces longer passes through the aerial route. So, all things considered, that extra layer across midfield is highly, highly effective.
So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Aiden Dzeko. He's a real handful up front, Peter, and not just because of his height and that physical presence. He's got excellent awareness and technique, and that allows him to bring others into the game. He's a very powerful finisher too, so he'll be giving defenders a real dilemma about whether to close him down or not. I would advise the former.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Parma have the league's best defensive record. Oh, some tackle that. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Speculative strike. And he's there to make a great save.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
And it's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Parma have this enviable home record, still undefeated up to now. Juan. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Nkunku. Played out to the right. Chong looking to get on the end of this. Pellegrini, whose header in his last game completed that first half comeback. Parma have been mighty impressive in defence just recently. Across the field it goes. It is deadlocked. Great run on the overlap here. Play for a throw. Looks to chance! And he's got it! That was a given. It always was.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
Parma take the lead.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Zaniolo. There will be a throw-in. And it's played forward. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Oh, defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Just brushed off the ball there. Pellegrini created that super goal to produce a lead in their last game. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. It's a fine run and he's happy to keep going. Hit into the middle. He's gone for it! It's off target and by quite a way.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Cristante. Zaniolo. Parma are in control here on the brink of half-time. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? And that's sprayed out wide. Oh, really good feet from him. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Isak breaks on here. He's left his man. Fazio's the stronger in that contest. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Kolarov. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. And here's Dzeko. There's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half. Only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they showed glimpses of some wonderful football to groom with the lead at half-time, and that's definitely pleased the fans. I think they'll be looking to keep this intensity up now in the second half.
Parma leading 1-0 at the break. Here we go again then.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Forward it goes. Pellegrini. Cristante. And it's Bruno Perez. Roma were impressive in their last outing and brilliantly orchestrated by the manager.
Well, Peter, you just can't argue with the substitutions. They were spot on and the timing of each were perfect too. That sort of decisive management is a winning formula in itself.
Dzeko. Nkunku. Cristante. Bruno Perez. Zaniolo. Cristante. Zaniolo. Under. Being still separated by the game's only goal. That looks a good ball. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Zaniolo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend us.
Kolarov. And here's Dzeko. Cristante tries lifting it over.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Under. Cristante. That is terrific skill. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Saka. It's a loose ball, and help's available out wide. And that's a throw. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
De Frel was among the starting 11 last time out. Bruno Perez cuts it out. It is a corner. Roma making another change here.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts, because he has put in a real honest shift.
Chong. That's great strength on the ball. It's a promising run he's making on the right. And that has been cleared. Out towards the flank.
Roma have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of needs must at certain times, Peter, and they have to respond to what's being asked of them.
Nice touch. Has it out wide now. Defending of the desperate variety. Over to the left.
Parma can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
Just a few more moments for them to hang on. Juan. And he's going long. Has a hit! A real chance and a real let-off. Karsdorp. Zaniolo gets it back. And that's it. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I'm sure a more comfortable margin would have been preferable, but you can't expect to get your way all the time. I think it was a win earned through game management, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.